Welcome back, and the two leaders looking back. Their job is done, and the good news here is then for Jonathan Tiernan Locke, he has won the Skoda King of the Mountains outright on this year's Tour of Britain. His lead is 23 points, and with only 3 gentle third category climbs tomorrow, he cannot be beaten. So he becomes the third British rider in the history of the Tour to win that crown. The other two, Julian Wynne and Ben Swift. But immediately, Sky are on the attack.
Well, it was Steve Cummings of Team Sky going to the front because he realises there's a big split in the peloton at the moment. The gap looking to be about 15-20 seconds.
If you look down the road, you can see that the bunch are split into several groups. But the man that hasn't missed the move is the overall race leader, Lars Boom. He's second wheel.
Well, it's Netap leading the way at the moment. Second place, you've got Lars Boom, the race leader. So there must be some people in this chasing group that have missed out. And it's Geraint Thomas, the rider in the blue jersey, who's sitting second place in overall. And
he started the day just 12 seconds behind Lars Boom, the overall race leader. But there we are, the telltale signs of the crash from earlier on, which Geraint Thomas is carrying. Now then, do you think that's affecting him?
Of course it's affected him. You know, a bad crash like that does affect your physical performance. He's been up there all week, and all of a sudden he's just lost all the strength.
Looks as though he's sitting up, and also Tour Hushoff, the world champion, is in this group. Mark Cavendish as well. And I tell you what, the urgency is going out of the delivery here of these riders, and that means that front group are going to pull further away.
Well, it was HTC High Road, it was chasing this front group, but they decided enough's enough. And this front group is going to contest the finish.
There are a lot of riders here are going to lose their positions overall. 45 seconds is the gap, and we've already lost Ian Bibby because of the crash earlier on. Remember, he'd started the day 7th overall, and now Geraint Thomas, who was second, so that's 2. So riders ahead of them are going to move up.
Well, that's why we're seeing a lot of these riders riding hard at the front. You just caught a glimpse of the rider from Garmin-Cervelo, and that's Dan Lloyd, because he could be moving up into the top 3.
The composition of this group is 21 strong, and there are several here that are only a handful of seconds behind the overall leader. So there's everything to gain.
Well, it's Gabriel Rasch at the front as he looks around. Linus Gerdeman comes through for Leopard Trek. Jack Bauer in 3rd place. So it's all to play for as these riders start pushing out this advantage.
Dan Lloyd's in this group, and he's only 16 seconds behind the overall leader, so Lloyd has got a chance of moving up into the top 3.
And that's why the riders from Garmin-Cervelo are pushing hard at the front of this bunch. Just at the back there, 2 Sky riders of Cummings and Rogers.
And as we're nearing the closing stages then of this intriguing leg, the man that's never missed a move is Lars Boom, who's wearing that IG Markets gold jersey. He has been the man of the race, and what a sporting gesture. He took control of the contest when the crash occurred, when he stopped everybody racing, let them regroup, and then, of course, once again, the action resumed.
Well, this 21-man group is pushing hard at the front. Some of these riders thinking of the overall, but there's a lot of other riders thinking of the stage win.
Well, there's a valuable 10 seconds on the line to the winner, 6 for second and 4 for third. And let's not forget that Lars Boom is a good sprinter. He won the stage in Hanley in Stoke. Well, if he could nail the 10 seconds here, he will have had a very good day, because he picked up 3 seconds at Langport, the first Yodel sprint of the day.
Well, Lars Boom just coming through to the front at the moment. He's on his own. He can't see any more orange jerseys further down this group, so he has to try and cover everything. And it's going to be very difficult for him, because I expect we get into the 2-3 kilometres to go, we're going to see attacks, and that's going to be good for the likes of the other riders, because you don't want Lars Boom winning this stage and taking a further 10 seconds.
Well, Locke is there, the King of the Mountains, and also his nearest challenger, Russell Hampton of Sigma Sports, so he's read the move well.
And just at the back here for Endura Racing, Jack Bauer, a recent stage winner of the Tour of Utah.
And Jack Bauer, of course, is a former national champion of New Zealand. Now there's an attack here going off the front of the group. It's very hard, actually, to distance yourself from a fast-moving group by just trying to ride away, but I tell you what, this is one of the Enduro riders.
And it's Iker Kamano, the Spanish rider in the outfit, but just look at the front of the group, and it's Lars Boom, and he's not really wanting to chase him down.
Well, he did look across, to be fair, Brian, because the Spanish rider is 16th overall at 37 seconds. Now, if he could distance himself here and pick up the 10-second bonus, he could start to become a serious threat to the Dutchman.
Well, he's pushing hard in the front. He's got about 5-10 seconds at the moment, but I'm sure there's a lot of people still thinking we want to chase him down, but he's a big, strong rider. Finished first in the Centurion Tour of Mallorca earlier on in the year, and a strong rider, but it's Linus Gerdeman from Leopard riding hard on the front.
And Gerdeman is currently lying 6th in the race at 18 seconds, so he will not want this man to get away.
No, nobody wants this man to get away because, as you said, he is a threat to the overall. Everybody looking at Lars Boom in the leader's jersey, but he's got no teammates to help him out, so I don't think he's going to chase him down alone.
But he's putting the rest of the sword, and it is a brave, valiant effort here. How much longer can he stay clear? It's pegged, isn't it, at about 200 metres?
Yeah, it's not a lock. It's still long, straight roads at the moment, so he's not out of sight, and very difficult for everybody. But just look at, somebody must be chasing because they're all strung out.
But it's testimony to his determination and courage, and this is exactly the kind of move that could win the stage.
Yeah, someone else trying to make a move, and we're getting close to about 2 kilometres to go. Iker Kamano head down, pushing hard at the front, thinking of that stage at the moment.
The trouble is, with a group of this size, they're all in a bullish mood because they know they've shook off one or two of the serious contenders, and they're putting their markers down now for their final positions in the race.
Well, it's going to be very difficult. Everybody looking round knows Lars Booms is the leader, and they don't want him to really take another 10 seconds, so I'm pretty sure we're going to see some more attacking.
But it's a hugely impressive effort here, isn't it? There's the 2 kilometre sign to go. Now then, what has he got left in those legs?
Well, he's still got a slender advantage, and he's really trying hard at the moment, as you would, trying to win this stage today.
Well, he's certainly pouring on the coals, and he's giving it absolutely everything. But Lars Boom will be conscious of the fact that this man can make a dent into his overall advantage.
Well, it's all over the road at the moment, and a lot of riders just looking around, really wanting the gold jersey to come to the front, and it's actually Leopard Trek rider of Linus Gerdeman trying to push ahead, but just in front you can just see the Flamme Rouge.
I think we can definitely say there's not going to be any charitable handouts here, so if he does nail the stage, it will be well deserved.
Well, he's riding his out his skin at the moment, and you can just see him in the hooks of the bars. Linus Gerdeman at the front looking back, wanting some help, some attacking starting to happen in the left hand side.
So we're nearing the final kilometre here then of this contest. How much longer is he going to dangle out in front? He just took the cursory glance over the left shoulder.
Yeah, and he's still got about 5 seconds at the moment. You can just see the Flamme Rouge up above the bridge at the moment. He's only got 1 kilometre of suffering to do.
So near and yet so far. Crouching down, as you said, over the bars, gritting his teeth, and the pain is written all over his face. There we are, another lone attack as one rider tries to jump clear.
Yeah, on the right hand side it's all strung out, and I think this attack is going to come close to Iker Kamano. You just see him just in the distance at the moment, so this gap coming right down as we're inside the last 600 metres.
So Kamano dangling just off the front, and it looks very much to me as though he's going to get swept up almost within sight of the finish. That looks like one of the riders from Sky on the left.
It's actually Steve Cummings that's pushed that back, and I can't understand why he's pushed it back, because he's put Lars Boom in with a great chance of gaining these 10 seconds in the finishing line.
So Lars Boom just sitting in third position now as they sweep into the finishing funnel. Oh, look at the crash! Well, he ran straight into the barriers there, and the man that's profiting from it is Lars Boom. Here he comes, Boom. This is his second stage victory. Thank you very much. Another 10-second bonus, and that means I've gone further ahead of my nearest challengers.
Well, I think just tiredness came into play there as we see them going round the corner too fast. Gabriel Rasch, a Norwegian rider, just going in too fast. You've got to remember, we've been around this corner before. Looks like Charteau just hits him as well, but what a win by Lars Boom in the gold jersey.
Boom, he got the line right, and of course here comes the next group, and they've lost time. I tell you what, they're about 1 minute and 20 seconds back, and Geraint Thomas, remember, is in this bunch, so he will go down on the overall classification. So it has been a telling day, and the top 6 are going to be rejigged as the peloton pedal their way up to the finishing line here in Wells.
Well, it's Matt Heyman that brings the bunch across. They've lost some time today, and although this race still got 3 stages to come with 2 days, it's not over yet, but it's going to be hard to topple Lars Boom.
Let's take another look here at the sprint. Look at the rider overcooking it straight into the barrier, but Boom, look at that, it gave him about a 15-metre advantage, and you can't catch the Flying Dutchman when you give him that chance.
And everybody from here was only going for second place. Lars Boom gaining another 10 seconds bonus.
So another emphatic victory by the Flying Dutchman. 2 stage wins he's had in this, and he's increased his lead further.